Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, it's that Manic Monday, or whatever else you want to call it. Hey man, I was checking something out, right? Uh, I seen the thing where they was talking about single mothers, right? Obviously, I'm a father. But my thing is this, like, alright, the matriarchal thing, a woman with kids, raising a family, or without the man, which is what they call the matriarch. It's led by a woman. Okay, so my thing is this, right? You got these young mothers or whatever, single mothers and stuff like that. Generally, from what I'm seeing, it's a lot of young girls or whatever. I was seeing one, well, she's really like a kid in the face, man. And like, you want props for being a single mother. I don't think you get props for being a single mother. In fact, you might deserve more scrutiny, right? Or maybe you wasn't told you was, but you was so anxious to have sex and, do all this here. But guess y'all didn't think it all the way through. Because now once you go through the process, oh yeah, you like having sex, it feels great, right? We all know that shit. But until you get pregnant, you're not married, right? So there's nobody beholden to you, right? Not the guy you screwing, okay, he becomes your kid's father, but he's not beholden to anything. And he can change his mind just like that, right? So the first choice you made with it is not using protection. Secondly, is not being married, right? Because you go on a town screwing, and we know what happens when you're screwing, right? It's possibilities of making kids. So there you go. Now you after the kids want to complain, you can't go nowhere. I want to go to school. Yeah, now you want to go to school. Now you want to do. You should have been thinking about that beforehand. I ain't saying don't have sex. How sex you want to. That's on you. That's your little thing, right? But there's consequences, right? And I don't think a single mother deserves anything. She deserves what she works for. About the choices, right? You don't get no prize at the end of the day for making that kind of choice. That's your choice. That's your decision. So don't cry about it. But I also think that the single mother before her, maybe she come from a single mother household, a matriarchal, where there's number of women. And okay, they have a thing where, oh yeah, we don't need a man or we can do it ourselves. Right, okay. Along with Section 8's help most of the time, right? Until you probably work your way off and under it. So that's your boyfriend, Section 8, the government. So anyway, why don't your mother, grandma, who was a single mother, whoever else, or aunt, why don't they sit the young lady down and let them know, okay, yeah, we can do it, we can struggle to, maintain a family, but it's not easy. So just because they weren't married, they don't extend the grace and courtesy to your daughters to let them know, hey, I did it, but that's right. If I had a real choice, I would have chose better, and maybe I would have shut my mouth or been able to get on a man's page so that we could do it together, right? Because that's a big thing these days. Females making a little money and they get real mild. They don't want to. Used to be like, there was a thing where women would kind of maintain like some kind of grace and class and elegance about themselves. You know what I'm saying? They being around men and they would kind of hold their tongue a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not that they retarded or nothing, they don't have a voice, but it's just a thing where, or they would get with their husband when alone and, rub on his head, talk to him, woo, woo, but they wouldn't be so loud and boisterous. Just, always got to have something to say about something. You know what I mean? Now you can't get them to shut up. You can't get them to shut up about anything. But, and that's a big turnoff. You know what I'm saying? You got girlfriends and sisters. Take the lead when you with your girlfriend and sisters. Unless you got a docile man, most men don't be be trying to hear all that shit, man. Especially if it's not like a real conversation. But anyway, I just think the single mothers are not sharing, the heartache of what they go through when they're single mothers. Okay, y'all made it. Your kids are adults or whatever. Now they're screwing and about to have kids, and yeah, you finna be a grandma, but y'all don't let them know that it was hell. When y'all kids went to sleep, they cried. And when they got their pillows or the shower, and they cried because it's so hard for them to do it by themselves, and they wish they had help. Yet they don't express that so that the next group or young ladies will realize that it ain't, you know, being a single mother ain't whatever you thought it was. It's best to, if y'all had the opportunity, go to high school without getting pregnant and make it to college and find you a man in college that's getting his career and together, and you getting yours together, and go from there and discuss marriage and what you know what I'm saying. Find you somebody who's on your page. Yeah, y'all can have all the sex y'all want, get married and have 750 kids, however many kids y'all want, but you have a greater chance of being together, because he can't just, or he could, but it's a greater chance that y'all are being a union if y'all decide to get married and have kids, as opposed to just screwing somebody and get pregnant and him just walking away. He have nothing, there's no ties. You understand what I'm saying? So, but anyway, that's one way. But I think a lot of single mothers should extend the courtesy and tell other young ladies about, again, you can have all the sex you want, but there's consequences in doing it without being married in a union, right? And you know, okay, y'all want to have high girl summer. That's fake shit, right? Because what are you doing in a hot girl summer? Getting drunk, partying, and screwing. I mean, what else you doing? I mean, I don't know what it means. Out there, it's supposed to be living your best life. You screwing in the process, so you just add more men to more D's to your kitty cat without having any stability in it. That's crazy in itself. Yeah, I mean, you just using yourself up, you ain't getting nothing in return. So, yeah, have a little modesty, man, going into, your mindset, change your mindset. Like I said, you can get all the D you want, but try to find somebody that's on your page, man, to get married, and you can get it every night, any which way you want to. That's better. That's a better outcome, I think. Y'all got a bind and ties to hold y'all together. Y'all ain't gonna love each other well, y'all gonna love each other, but y'all might not like each other every day, but it'll smooth itself out once y'all living together, and likes and dislikes and all that. But single motherhood ain't it. I mean, it's still gonna be there, because like I say, I'm not reaching anybody, I'm sure, but it's the mothers who should be able to reach their daughters. But single motherhood ain't it, man. You don't get no props from being a single mother, because that's a badass choice, obviously, and you're struggling. Even if you can do it financially with the government's help, that's not the way to go. Best way to go is to get with you a man that you like and love, and y'all do it together. And if y'all struggle together. But y'all got each other's help. Y'all got mental, physical, spiritual. Y'all can lean on each other. It's a lot better than you laying in your pillow crying at night. You having a shoulder to, talk to, and he can help where you're chaotic at. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's what we're for. The yin and the yang. We're supposed to be there for each other. You know what I'm saying? Where you lose it, your composure, he helps you, right? The male energy. But anyway, man, peace and blessings, man. I thought I'd get my 2 cents on some stuff I seen. Whether if it helped anybody, cool. If not, it's cool. But single motherhood ain't it, man. Yeah, let's try some marriage in this black community, man. Peace and blessings.